People are having less sex. Should we worry? Researchers have shown that people today are having less sex than they used to. This can be gleaned from data obtained from the US, UK, Australia, Germany, Finland, and Japan. We may safely guess that it is also true in many other countries around the world. On average, adults are having sex only once a week. That's a 20% drop in frequency. Those not having any sex at all are also growing in numbers. Young or old, gay or straight, they're just not doing it. Not much anyway. Why? And should we be worried? Why are people having less sex? We could be too busy watching it. Pornography is being watched by men and women all over where there's internet. When interviewed, 50% of men and 20% of women admitted that they have watched porn, according to numbers obtained in those countries. Another set of data from a porn website has shown that the Philippines ranks up there, number one, in porn watching. And women are watching it more than men. Many people are going it alone. Could it be that porn is easier than actual sex? Is it one reason why people are having less sex? No. It turns out porn is not a reason for people not having sex. Those who watch porn are having even more actual sex with a partner. What could be the reasons why people are having less sex? Could it be technology? Imagine this scenario. Man and woman sitting on the couch, TV screen in front of them, streaming a Netflix movie. But they're both focused on their cell phones. He is playing Mobile Legends. She is on Amazon and Shopee. Then they go to bed in isolation, together in bed but too tired to have sex. We're paying attention to the wrong things. The cell phone is a passion killer. Incessant notifications are hijacking our attention. We scroll endlessly through social media and other stuff. Our useful phones and computers are disrupting our sex drives. The advice is turn off your electronic devices, even for just a while. You will feel so much better. These are tough times too, with a COVID pandemic now running for over 2 years, and the global recession that came even before the pandemic. We have a recipe for flat out inactivity. Recession causes businesses to decline and people to lose jobs. And here's an interesting data in relation to recession and sexual activity. Those in the high income group showed a decline in sex. Those in the low income group also showed decline. The middle income group showed no change. The lack of sexual interest among those unemployed is the same as those who owned or ran businesses. In an economic slump, they don't have the energy and the time to have sex. Those in the middle are okay. What about the pandemic? What is its impact on our sex lives? Those caught together in the lockdown are having more sex, presumably. Those separated by the lockdown are having none, so it evens out, even Stephen there. Now, work, work, work in today's environment are also making young people slow to love. That means they are more cautious about choosing who to love. They are planning ahead. They make sure that they fall for the right person. For this reason, they are marrying later in life. 50 years ago, women marry at the age of 20. Now, on average, girls are marrying at 27. Men were marrying at 22 half a century ago. Now, they're marrying at 29. Young people are more choosy these days. A century ago, Mothers would encourage their daughters to marry well, get a rich man for a husband, never mind if he's bald, fat, and ugly. Today, young people, male or female, are not looking for financial security, but for someone who respects them, somebody they can trust, make them laugh, and has enough time for them. They're also looking for someone good looking and physically attractive. But young people today, even if they have found their ideal partners, are also focused on fulfilling their lives, on making a career and making a name for themselves, traveling to see the world, or simply enjoying life with each other. As a result, they are having babies much later in life. In summary, the reasons we're having less sex today are the following. Number one, we surround ourselves with attention catching devices, our phones, computers, gadgets. Turn them off once in a while. Turn them off completely. Number two, there's the global pandemic. People are afraid of physical contact. There are people separated by the lockdown. Number three, global recession. Those who own or run businesses are too drained to engage in sex. Same for those who lost jobs. The middle income group is okay. Number four, people are waiting longer to get married. They're too busy enjoying the work, pursuing life, and prioritizing careers. Number five, people today are being picky about selecting partners. They want to fall for just the one, the right one. So people are having less sex today. Should we worry? 50 years ago, we worried that young people were having too much sex. The Woodstock generation, the hippie days. Should we worry now? I guess not. Let's not worry too much about that. It's not causing a crisis. Just keep going. Just bear in mind that sex with the right person at the right time is good for you. That's the advice of one expert in the field of sexual therapy. She said, with orgasm, there's a flood of oxytocin, which gives you a sense of calm, peace, and security. It improves the immune system. People with good sex tend to live longer.